ba yung mga hindi masyadong alam ng tao about Karen? And eto ngayon, ang kanyang special and lovable child, David, which to her, and that she also went through depression. But David,
Yeah.
David is a big part of your life forever and ever. Na yan.
So, ako, I would have to say that the biggest challenge, the hardest struggles sa buhay namin, sa buhay ko is David. So, David was born in 2002, and at 2.5 years old, he was diagnosed as being in the autism spectrum. Pero hindi ko alam may autism siya. So, nung maliit si David, ang cute-cute niyang bata, pero hindi nagsasalita, walang eye contact, hindi ako tinatawag na mommy, daddy, wala. Nothing. So, si David noon, he was very quiet, pero biglang nagwawala. Nanununtok ng mga yaya. Sinabi ng friends ko, I think there's something wrong with him. And I said, no, ano lang yan, yung tatay niya, tahimik, si DJ, tahimik, ganyan lang yan. And when David was diagnosed as being in the autism spectrum, alam mo, Corina, mga 2 linggo, iyak kami ng iyak ni DJ. Kasi sinabi ng doktor noon, there's no cure. And what I did was go to foreign doctors who actually gave a different treatment for autism. And it was a committed lifestyle of change. And see, David today is not the same person. When you have a child with autism, Corina, you are committed. It is unconditional love. Kasi David today, he is present in the moment. He speaks. You'll meet him later. But he was not that way before. So many parents, like ikaw, you're a mother, you feel so fulfilled na kinakausap ka ng anak mo. I didn't experience that.
Oo,
I
I can
did not.
imagine the pain. That's
I did
painful.
not. Kasi
Oo.
ikaw, I see your videos, you joke with your kids, they answer back. I did not have that experience with David. Our life was David the whole time. And then 6 years after, Lucas was an accident, a pleasant accident. And I was very scared.
Why?
Kasi-
You only wanted one child?
Because I was very scared na mamaya yung autism ay galing sa akin or galing sa asawa ko. So I
Baka
didn't-
maulit.
baka maulit. And I'm sure many parents watching right now, they would have that fear. So nung nabuntis ako the second time, kaya ang laki ng agwat nila, Corina, 6 years, please, mahal na mahal ko si David, pero sana ang anak na ito, ang batang to, ito na yung tutulong sa amin in the family with David. So Lucas turned out to be, we say it now, a typical child. Ngayon, si Lucas is the one na binilinan ko na that you have to take care of your brother. One day, if me and your dad, are not there anymore, you have to be the one na dapat kakampi niya. Ano nga yung rated K, mo?
Kaibigan, kabalitaan at kakampi.
Yon. Kaibigan o hindi kabalitaan, pero
Kamarites.
At kakampi. So in the very essence, I told Lucas that has to be him. Yan.
That's really, really important.
Yeah.
That's really important. Lalo habang bata pa, alam na niya kung ano dapat siya sa kanyang kapatid. So tingin mo, is that one of your biggest fears, that you leave him too early?
Absolutely. I mean, believe me when I tell you, I have fear sometimes that if I'm gone early na, of course, I pray and I know that I will stay with them for a long time. Yeah.
What about that near-death experience? Muntik na, sabi mo, bawian ng buhay si David.
Yeah. 2019, DJ and I came from Sorsogon, and David is always excited. Lagi yung, Mommy, when are you coming home? Mommy, who are you with? Very conversational. He's a very sociable boy. So sinalubong niya kami sa lobby ng aming condo. So yakap, hawak niya yung maleta ko. So si DJ wala pa, nakatayo siya, and then I was standing and I saw from afar si David was standing, naggumanto na lang. So I could see from the back. Tapos biglang nahulog. Nung nahulog, so I said, David! So I went there. yung mata niya is, how do you say that?
Umiikot-ikot.
Umiikot-ikot. And then nangingisay. If I lost my son, I would accept it. That's not a moment you think you can do. When I felt at that moment I could lose David, that he could be taken away, nothing is ours. So ako, I would say, you only realize when people you love, you can lose. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think many of us are prepared to lose a parent or even a husband or a wife, but not a child. I think that's the hardest.
I can't imagine.
You cannot, yeah.
I cannot imagine.
So that was that time. I would say, Corina, that was a life-changing moment for me. That was the life-changing moment for me. When David was about to die, and we were able to rush him to St. Luke's, but then after that, buti na lang it was in time. So it was a recommitment to David. So when people ask me, is your commitment to your son's autism for life? It's for life. Corina, it is for life. There is no, you know why David had a seizure? Because for some years, I'm sorry, I'm gonna admit, medyo I became a bad mom dito. I let him cheat with food. He was eating fast food. He was eating junk. Because may kapatid siya who was doing it. So minsan naaawa ako, di ba? Kawawa naman, pakainin mo na. And it was DJ who would say, Han, di mo ba nakikita? Pag pinapakain mo ng ganun, he's scratching himself more. When the seizure happened, Corina, from that time on, the recommitment, no compromises, no shortcuts. But then, it's the person I am today. I don't think I would be this person today if not for that moment in time.